welcome to Fandom Academy Season 2, Episode 2. We're back. We have such an exciting episode today. As you may notice, we're down a host. It's just me and CJ today because Jaden isn't feeling too good, but he will be back at the end of this episode because we're going to do a bit of Secret Invasion talk. So with some magic, he will appear at the end of this, which is so fun. But we are joined today with some very special guests. But before we get there, CJ is on cloud 9 right now. Still, he was somewhere very exciting last night. CJ, how are you? How are you feeling?
Yeah, if my voice sounds a little different, it's not because I'm sick, it's because I was screaming for a long time yesterday in the best way possible. I'm fresh off the Eras tour, less than 24 hours removed. I'm on cloud 9, and I'm so excited to just keep the Taylor train rolling.
Yep. We have such an exciting episode today, but before we get into that, we are joined with two very special guests making their Fandom Academy debut. We are joined by Jenna and Nicole. How are you guys doing? Are we excited for this draft that we've got planned? I know we were like trying to think of people to get on for this draft, and we were like, okay, who are some Swifties? Just name me so many Swifties. And we went through a list and we narrowed it down. We were like, that's it. We have the perfect guest. How are you guys?
We're great. Like, the amount of times that the two of us just text about Taylor Swift, like, we have been preparing for this moment for so long. Also, CJ, like, I honestly, my concert was a month ago, and I honestly still think, like, my voice is still down an octave, so I feel that. Like, just losing your voice to Taylor is a religious experience, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Taylor's church, like I keep saying, coming up towards the end of July, and I'm like, I'm not going to a concert, I'm going to church.
Yeah,
that's what it is. So I'm just, and your outfit was so great, by the way.
Thank you. I loved it so much.
That trending sound. Oh my god, your Eras tour outfit is so great. Yeah, that 100 like plus no notes, and that's part of what inspired me to rage buy another outfit today. So.
You can have multiple outfit changes throughout the night. Like Taylor,
every time she changes,
just like every time she goes off, you go too.
Probably gonna wear like 5 outfits and just like tear away things in the middle.
I saw a girl on TikTok who did that, and it was so funny.
Oh God.
You're gonna see me just like hello. Just change with the internet.
She changes so quick though. Like, it's unbelievable how quick she changes.
My favorite one off of that was the guy who tried to eat a hot dog for every era, and then like Enchanted and Speak Now, he was like, no, because it's like how quickly you have to immediately eat a whole hot dog and then eat another one.
So funny. I love seeing all the TikToks. Like, there's just so much variety, and then like some of them just catch me so off guard because some of them are just so unhinged. But it's so funny. I'm still trying to secure my tickets. They go on sale on the 10th of July for me. I'm in pre-sale, and I'm stressed. But we are manifesting. I've already started making friendship bracelets. Like, I've made like a solid 50 bracelets. So I'm just like manifesting my tickets into it.
You're gonna get those tickets because we've got our community where we're making our bracelets. And we're all gonna trade. Like, I have so many bracelets I'm set aside for our community trade. My partner's going to be joining our group because and Jenna, he wears the bracelet that you sent him.
Yay!
Like,
awesome.
It's like he's even in on it now. Like, and it's now become a thing. Like, we've converted people to our cult at this point. So
yes.
As we should.
Won.
I'm so excited to trade bracelets. It's gonna be so fun.
It's so much fun.
Amazing.
It's the most wholesome thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, it's too good. Well, as we know, Speak Now Taylor's version is releasing in just a few short days. This week, by the time the episode drops, it'll be this week. I can't even express to you how excited I am for this release. I've been waiting for this for so long. All of her teasers, like, she was driving me insane. But it's here, it's happening. And to celebrate, we are doing a Taylor Swift draft. So I feel like this could go one of two ways. I feel like it's not going to be civil. I feel like it's going to be very, like, no, you picked my pick, which is usually how drafts go. So I'm looking forward to it. So how it's going to work is everyone is going to draft one album each and then 5 songs. But the 5 songs you draft can't be from the album that you picked. Just to give it a little bit of variety. So we're getting all the Taylor in there. And before the show, we spun a wheel. So the order is going to be Jenna first, CJ second, Nicole third, and then me fourth. And then we'll do a snake draft, so I will pick twice. And then back to Nicole, CJ, Jenna, and then Jenna will pick twice, etc. etc. Okay. Is everyone ready? Does everyone have their picks prepared? How are we feeling?
Yes.
I've been ready for weeks.
I'm
ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm suddenly very stressed.
Yeah, now it's just about steal my pick.
At least like we're lucky that she has so many songs and like there's such a wide breadth. Like I feel like we're still gonna argue, but I feel like there will be a lot less arguing than if we're picking just MCU characters or something. So.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Okay, valid. Right, well, Jenna, with that, take it away. What is your Taylor Swift album pick?
All right, well, so I had two picks depending on whether or not I was going to go first, but since I'm going first, I'm going with my first pick, which is 1989. This is the album for me. This album, like, soundtracked my entire college experience. It is one of my favorite albums of all time. It is my, like, definitive Taylor era. I've already started crying at the prospect of, like, 1989 Taylor's version and just how much that's going to break me. I'm going to have to take off of work that Thursday. I'm going to have to, like, religiously prepare because I love this album with every fiber of my being, and the fact that I will eventually get another version of it, I'm so not ready for. But it's just such a perfect album, and it is so definitive in Taylor and her discography. It's my first pick.
That is such a solid pick.
Good pick.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the classic. Like when people think of Taylor Swift, they'll usually think of a song like from 1989.
Yes.
So that's a very great pick to begin with. I'm glad you got that off the board. Okay, CJ, what is your album pick?
I would be remiss if I didn't pick the album that I call my baby. I am picking Folklore. That is my favorite Taylor album. She switched up the pace dramatically. It was so different. It happened at the perfect time when we needed it to. She talks about it at tour how it was escapism for us to get in the stories of Folklore. Every single song is just a masterclass in storytelling. There's no skips. James, Betty, Augustine, Inez, my favorite characters in the entire world. I love them so much, and I'm just obsessed with the album. I would be remiss if I didn't take it.
Yeah, I definitely saw that coming. And I prepared for this situation. Everything is fine. I'm not stressed out. Okay. Nicole, what is your album pick?
Jenna's gonna see this one coming like a mile away, and it's Rep. I have to pick Rep.
Yes.
I knew it.
Probably. I've always liked Taylor Swift. 1989 might probably be like the album I turn to most for vibes for a lot of reasons in terms of like stylistically, because that's like the style of 1989 is like my core style. But at my deepest, darkest depths of my soul, I am a Rep girly, 100%. Every single track on that album is a banger, and that she was robbed for not getting awards for this album. For me, it is the definition of reinventing yourself and telling the haters, I don't care what you think of me. And anytime the imposter syndrome gets to be a little too much, that's the album I go to, because it doesn't matter what people say about you. Forget the liars. The old Taylor cannot come to the phone right now because she's dead.
Yes.
And it is aspirational and inspirational. Burn it all down.
I love that. I feel that time, like when she deleted all the Instagram posts, I was like, oh no, something's happening.
I remember when she dropped the video for "Look What You Made Me Do."
Mm-hmm.
I think I just sat because we watched it on like YouTube on our TV, and I just sat there and I was just like, I just left my body. It's like completely like there's before that song, and then there's after that song.
Yeah.
And it just changed everything. So
literally every time Rep comes on, I go into full bad bitch mode. Like it is to 10. Like when Are You Ready For It came on at tour last night, I like someone else just took over my body. Like
that's the moment where it becomes church. Like the religious experience of it, just like it ascends into something completely different at that point.
Yeah, everyone just goes insane. That album is everything.
Yeah. I'm so glad someone picked Rep. I actually did not see that coming. I feel like I need to really get to grips with your Taylor picks.
Oh boy.
More in every like possible lost Rep song.
Yes. She literally texted me last night and was like, all right, I'm not doing well because Call It What You Want is like off the surprise song table for me.
I literally was in my car coming back from Target when I found out and was crying.
No.
Yeah.
I actually like like when I found a purse like back on like April 29th.
Yeah.
We know where I was on April 29th.
Yeah.
Purse with a snake on it and sprinted to the store to buy it because of course I need a rep purse. So yeah, no.
I love that. I love that. Okay, well, I did not see this coming actually. I'm very happy that my pick is left. I'm so pleased with myself. My pick is Speak Now. Speak Now and Folklore are my top 2 Taylor albums. They are like, I can't like pick a number 1 out of the both of them. And I'm also surprised that Midnight didn't get picked. I feel like if Jaden was here, I'm gonna predict that Midnights would have been his pick. But yeah, I'm very happy I got Speak Now. I'm so excited to Speak Now Taylor's version. There's just so many songs on there that I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself when I hear Taylor, present day Taylor, re-recording these songs. Like in the Summer I Turned Pretty trailer, when Back to December started playing, I was like, oh my god, I am not surviving July 7th.
Ready.
Like, I'm not coming out alive.
Like, that song has an impact when, like, we could watch a trailer for a show that not everyone has watched. Like, I've watched that show, but not everyone has, and you can still, like, start crying because of the trailer. Like, we're all unprepared. Oh my gosh. That's such a good choice, though. Yeah.
That is.
Hearing her matured voice on Last Kiss will end me.
It will never grow up.
Me.
Yes.
Never grow up.
I'm not ready for like a mature produced version of Long Live.
No, me neither. That one's gonna get to me. Yeah. Oh my god.
I'll literally be in the fetal position for like 3 days. You will not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also the vibes that we're getting for the Vault songs, because like all along she's been saying that Speak Now is supposed to be like a rock album.
Yeah.
And having Fall Out Boy and Hayley Williams on the Vault tracks, I am so excited to see what those sound like.
Long.
I know.
Yes.
Songs.
I am not ready. My butt will be at Target right at open on Friday getting that vinyl. Like,
like Nicole and I blacked out and pre-ordered the vinyl as soon, like literally the album announcement was happening and it was like vinyl's up, like we were ready to go. So yeah.
Jenna and I have blacked out and pre-ordered so much stuff.
Yes.
That's usually what happens.
I'm embarrassed. Ashamed to say that at one point I've had a merch cart as full as like $700 at one point. Yeah. It's unhealthy.
Yeah.
Did you check out?
No,
not yet.
I'm like, you would have told me if you had checked out, if you had bought that much.
Vital. Jenna's gonna get a screenshot.
Yeah.
It is done.
Yes.
I'll be like,
that's so funny. Okay, well, yeah, I'm very happy I got that off the board. Okay, but now that means I get the first song pick. And I was really nervous that I wouldn't, because I know I have to get this song off the board or it will go, like, instantly. I'm going for Cruel Summer.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going for it, so I'll take it. Yeah.
That was on my, like, list of backups if it somehow was unclaimed, but, like, I had a feeling it was gonna go very quickly.
On my list. Like,
I feel like it's gonna just be, like, the song of the summer. Like, it's been used in, like, it's been using so much right now, like, in everyone's, like, videos. Everyone's just jamming to it. It's always been one of my favorite songs ever. Like, the bridge is just perfect.
So good.
It's so good.
I love it so much. I will have it on repeat this whole summer. And yeah, I'm very, and Lover is one of my, like, honorable mentions for, like, favorite Taylor album. I think it's incredibly underrated. It's one of the ones that a lot of people sleep on. I am a lover. I love it so much. It's the perfect album, and I'm very happy I got that off the board. Okay, I'm very pleased with that, actually. Nicole, what is your first Taylor Swift song pick?
I am going to reach back to Fearless, and I am going to pick You Belong With Me.
Yes, that's a good choice.
Has a lot of deep personal meaning for me that I can't listen to it without being emotionally destroyed. So I'm going to pick that song. It dates back to a time in my life, and every time I hear it, I both get very happy because I know where things ended up, and also just emotionally wrecks me. And I also just love that video so much.
Yes,
so good.
Lucas Till, iconic.
It's just like it's just such a good video too.
It is so good. I feel like that's like my hype song. Like, it's just like my, like, that's the song I will just like if I need like a dance, like that's the song I would put on. That's like my jam song.
While you're getting ready in the morning song
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the number of times I've danced around with it while brushing my teeth.
Yeah, it's a hairbrush song, definitely. Like
it
you're
is
like
such a
a
vibe.
teen movie
Yeah.
from the aughts. Yeah.
It absolutely is. So yeah.
That's such a great pick. Okay, I'm glad that's off the board too. CJ, what is your first song pick?
I'm honestly shocked this made it here. Layla, you know what this is? I'm gonna ask Where's the Scarf and take all too well the 10-minute version. Because that is my shit. That song got me through my senior year of high school. I love that song with my whole heart. I can't memorize a lot of stuff, but I memorized that 10-minute song in like 2 hours. So I love it with my whole heart. Seeing it live like changed my life forever. Like I'll never be the same. So I have to take it.
That's a solid pick. I feel like everything changed in the world when that song started. And it was you were tossing me the car keys. As soon as everyone heard those words, life was over. Life as we knew it was gone.
There's just so many good one-liners in that song too. Like there's so much tattoo potential from that song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Don't tempt me right now.
The Taylor-inspired tattoos that I want on my body.
We'll get to that. Yeah, as someone who has 2 of them, that will definitely come up in this conversation.
I mean, me and Layla already have plans to get an ATW, TMV, TV, FTV tattoo. So,
and it will happen. It is happening.
People are gonna think we have like some security code tattooed on our leg. No, it's a song.
That was so funny. Yeah, that was like and the short film too. We've seen
yes.
O'Brien.
Yeah,
like that is just like the perfect
an Oscar
thing.
nomination.
It got him into the Academy though, as of this week. So
I will take that, and it's an excuse for me to continue to insert her into professional things at every possible turn.
Yes.
I'm so mad she didn't get a nomination.
Me too. We were all sitting by waiting for that nomination.
Yep.
Wow, it's a great short film, great song. That's a good pick. Now, Jenna, you get to do a snake pick, so you get to pick 2 songs and get them off the board. What are you going for?
All right, so first I will go, we've talked about it a little bit, and we even talked about it before we started recording, but I'm going to go with Don't Blame Me. That song, I love Reputation so much, but that song just is something so different. It is a religious experience, truly. Like I always listen, like every time I listen to that song, I always just feel so pumped up. It is like, it elevates my mood and my self-confidence like through the roof. And just her hitting that high note is unreal. Like I was educating Chris, my boyfriend, on all of the eras before we went to the tour. And when we watched the Reputation movie on Netflix, and when we got to that high note, he had a religious experience. He was changed as a person after that moment. I love that song so much. It is just it's incredible, and the fact that it is a Taylor Swift song is like doubly incredible. It feels like a thing where if it was more mainstream, it would be like the biggest song on the face of the planet, and maybe it will be when we get to Rep TV. Like who knows?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But yeah, and then I'm trying to think of like which pick to go next. I'll just be predictable because I literally have a tattoo for this song. I'm gonna go with "You're on Your Own, Kid" from Midnight's.
Yes.
I could wax poetic about this song for hours. This to me is like one of the definitive Taylor songs. When every time that you get to the bridge and it just like snakes through her discography and her history, I'm literally getting chills just thinking about it. Like I love that song with every fiber of my being. So
oh, that's such a good pick. I feel like I knew that was gonna be taken off the board really early because it's just like it's such like even if everyone can relate to that song in one way or another. Like, it's just like it's crazy how like she's so good at just putting like experiences into songs and just like making it so like relatable to everybody. And that is just one of the songs that will for always just like as soon as Summer Went Away starts, chills everywhere. Like I will start crying probably. Oh, it's such a great song. That's a really, really good pick. Sure.
I just remember on release night for Midnights, I was doing good with no tears, and then that song came on, and I turned into a water fountain, and it was over for me.
Because we were listening to it together, do you remember? And we were just like, oh no.
Like, this is not good for us. It's not good for us, but it's also like the best thing that's ever happened to us at the same time.
That song has been at the heart of so many cathartic cry sessions in my life, like over the past 8-9 months. So it's like, I completely feel that.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Taylor Swift, for ruining and making our lives so much better.
Yes.
We love you. CJ, what is your second song pick of the night?
So when the first surprise songs first started, the first announced, I had one at the top of my list. And that one comes from Reputation. I didn't get it, but it was Getaway Car. My favorite song from that album. I think one of her best of all time. It just hits. The bridge hits. When she says Jet Set, Bonnie and Clyde, I ascend. Like, everything about that song is just perfect. I love it so much. Like, it just puts me into that different persona. Like I was talking about with every song Reputation. Like it just puts me in a different mood. Just do not drive to it because I did get pulled over listening to it.
Oh my god.
I haven't gotten into that one yet.
Yeah, being the key word.
I will say the night that and Maroon were paired together for surprise songs, I think the entire fandom just felt shockwaves. Like that was, I think, one of the biggest losses on the tour so far. I'm at the point with that song where I can quote the behind the scenes video of them coming up with the bridge. Like I can almost quote that verbatim. So like I love that song so much. So that's an awesome choice.
I really love how they recreated that moment too, by bringing Jack on stage when she sung it. Like
you could tell he wanted to do the whole bit, and she was like, "No," like he wanted to just break in the middle of it. It's like, no, we're gonna keep going.
So funny. Okay, that is an incredible pick to get off the board. Nicole, what is your second song pick?
I'm having a hard time picking between two songs, and I think the theme of my picks are gonna be like songs that destroy Nicole emotionally. Because like the songs that I find myself going back to like routinely, because my cold dead heart needs to feel things, and I think I'm gonna go with the song that I probably end. So when Folklore Record Store Day came out, which there's a whole drama story behind not getting it, rage ordering it, all of that. But when I got it in on vinyl, I literally there's one song I laid on the floor and listened to on repeat and just wailed forever, and that is Mirrorball. That song has been a go-to for me for a while, and I think a lot of people resonate with that, but I think particularly a lot of young women and women in our industry in particular, a lot of this, that we're constantly doing whatever it takes to like, keep looking at us, but trying to make everybody happy. And I really I identify with that so much. So Mirrorball has got to be my next pick because it just destroys me every time. And that is also my first planned Taylor tattoo.
I was gonna say Mirrorball tattoo is next on the list after all the other ones I have planned.
A Mirrorball tattoo, unless I change my mind for the other song that is on, I was fighting with, which I'm not going to say because it might be my next pick. So.
Okay, that is such a great pick. Mirrorball is like one of my favorite songs
and
ever.
It's just got a beautiful lead in. It's just like
it's a
I hear it in color, and it's just got such a beautiful.
That's a great way to describe it.
Beautiful colors leading into it. And when you really think about like some of the things that she's saying, there's a lot of real ugliness in that. There's a lot of ugly feelings in that. And for it to sound and like visibly sound for those of us who hear in color, it's just beautiful sounding over all those ugly feelings. There's just layers there that is just really just absolutely incredible. I think she doesn't get enough credit for the actual craftsmanship of that song.
Oh yeah. God, I feel like my brain hurts after this. Like this is like a therapy session for us.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. That's what Nicole's here for.
MCU therapy extends to Taylor Swift therapy, apparently.
Yeah.
It needed to happen. Yeah. Okay. I love that. Mirrorball is definitely just such a beautiful. You described it perfectly. Like I could not have said anything better than what you did. Yeah, it's a perfect song, and I love it a lot. Right, I now have a snake pick. Is that what it's called? I think so.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick one that when I first heard this song, everything like my soul left my body. I was listening to this album at like maybe 4 or 5 a.m. And when I heard this, I was like, oh, this is not what I expected this song to be at all. And that is Karma. It is
that's
my
a good
biggest, like, get me hyped song. I think it's the perfect song to close the Eras tour with.
Oh, 100%.
And, like, hello, on your scent like a bounty hunter. This is, like, my biggest Multiverse of Madness thing ever. Like, has Taylor Swift seen The Mandalorian? I need to know these things. But, like, oh, it's just, like, that line, like, the way she says it, I'm just like, yes, 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 I love it. The Ice Spice remix, however, yep. Facts. Love it. But yeah.
My favorite thing was at tour yesterday when she says that Karma takes all my friends to the summit. The entire stadium screamed facts, and it like made me so full.
Yeah, it's iconic. You have to love it. But yeah, Karma is my second song pick. It's so good. It gets me hyped in the right places. I love it so much. And for my next pick, I'm gonna go Evermore.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna go for Champagne Problem.
Yes.
That's a good ass pick.
That bridge, I feel like you could say this for any Taylor Swift song, but that bridge, oh my god. It is such a, like, it's like a little, like, woo 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 song, but, like, the lyrics are fucking devastating, which I feel like is a running theme in Taylor Swift songs, but yeah, I just love it so much. One of my favorite songs on Evermore. Evermore also very slept on album. Love it so much. Yeah. It's so precious. I love it. And yeah, I'm very happy I got that pick. Champagne Problems is going to be my third song pick.
Those are very Nicole? Good picks.
Well, since I was very heavy and emotional on my second pick, I decided my middle pick is going to be a little more lighthearted and funny. So I'm going to give you guys a break from destroying you and giving you therapy. And I'm going to pick something that, with a funny backstory that's personal for me, but I'm going to choose I Knew You Were Trouble as my pick. And the reason for this is, first of all, I love the song, but there's a hilarious story behind this because I used to do this thing where I call it my Taylor Swift goat voice, and it would actually do a goat bleat during the chorus. Like, and it, on pitch, really well, sounded like a freaking goat. That was the Taylor Swift goat. And Deshaun and I were walking around the grocery store one night, and it comes on in the grocery store like it does. And so we're singing the song. As we're walking through the store, at the top of my lungs, I bust out the goat part of this song. And some dude, like 2 aisles over, just started busting out laughing. He's like, "Oh my god, amazing!" And it was just, it's a core memory for me. So I cannot song or sing this song. Deshaun cannot hear or sing this song without I have to break the goat. And that is my thing. Like I do a goat bleat to this song, and it's no disrespect to Taylor. It was hilarious. I can throw my voice and do that, and it's just freaking hilarious, and it's just my thing. So that has to be that just brings me so much joy. And there it is.
What can we hear?
Yeah, Nicole, I'm gonna need a video of that when you go to tour.
But I be warmed up for it. But at some point, I will do it and I will share it, a video of it, because it's freaking hilarious.
I can see it now.
It just kills, and it kills every time because it's freaking. Yeah.
That's so funny.
If you were in trouble, Nicole's goat version.
Okay. I'll add that bit in there. I like it. I like it. That's a solid pick. CJ, what is your third song pick?
So I've been going back and forth between two here, but I've given like two belting songs, so I'm going to give a little sadder bit of a song, and I'm going to take "'Tis the Damn Season" from Evermore. Woo! This is my favorite song off Evermore. It's something I like to play a lot at Christmas, and use it says "'Tis the Damn Season," so I tell my family it's a Christmas song, so they'll let me play Taylor Swift in the house. So I really love it a lot. Has like a lot of, especially with this past year, I connected with a lot because it was my first time that I left home and had to come back. So like feeling that and seeing all my people I used to know in high school, like it hit a lot better and a lot different, and I just love the song so much. I think it's a lyrically perfect song. I love it.
That's a really solid pick. "'Tis the Damn Season" is also in like my top Evermore songs. Another criminally underrated song for sure. it just hits. It hits so good. That is such a solid pick. I love that. Jenna, you now have a snake pick, so you're gonna pick your third and fourth song.
All right, so for my next pick, I will go off of folklore. I'm gonna go The Last Great American Dynasty. I love folklore so much that to me is like a no skip album, depending on what mood I'm in. But this song I hyper fixate on so much. I just think it is so wonderful and so lyrically interesting. And I just every time she gets to the bit of adding herself into the song, I just get goosebumps.
Yes.
And seeing it on the tour and the way that she stages it, made me love it a million times more. Just like having the little cabin and having everybody there, like it's such a unique thing in her discography, and I love it so much. It's so special. And then for my fourth pick, I will go to Speak Now. I'm gonna go with The Story of Us. This is like this song scratches an itch for me. I can't really articulate it, but this song is my like singing into a hairbrush like I'm in middle school type of song. The fact that I'm gonna get a new updated version of this like by this time next week is breaking my brain. Like I'm gonna be so happy because this song is such a perfect blend of the kind of country and pop sensibilities of where she was at that point in her career. And again, it deserves to be like a million times bigger than it already is. So that's my fourth pick.
That is such a like good pick. Speak Now honestly has like combined some of the best songs on Taylor's discography. I feel like it's just such like you have everything on that album. I feel like it's so perfect. I love it so much. So that is definitely a great pick to have. CJ, we're up to your fourth song pick now. We're nearly at the end. I'm scared.
So I'm gonna pick a song that's like my go-to party song when I want to have a great time. Want to go on a little adventure, and that's "New Romantics" from 1989.
Oh yeah.
Because when you get to that chorus, "Baby, I could build a castle," I am jumping up and down, screaming at the top of my lungs, and it's euphoric. Honestly, like it is just like 1989 is her era of like it almost feels like a euphoric album, and. Just like going into a big city and listening to like New Romantics just feels like out of body. I love it so much. The vibes of the song are just perfect. I love it.
Yeah, that is such like a prancing around, just like dramatic song. I feel like it's just so easy to have a good time to that song. Yeah,
you're just main character energy radiating.
Yeah, big main character. Yeah,
I love that. That's a really really great pick. Nicole, you're up next for your fourth pick.
I'm going back on the sad songs, or actually not sad, because it's not really sad. It's
emotional.
Here's some wisdom, but it's also, if you think about it in context, I'm going with Dear Reader. Dear Reader is a song that it took me a long time to be able to actually listen to, because there is a lot in there, but there's honestly some really good advice that, and I'm old. Let's just be honest. I'm old. I'm older than all of you. I'm just really but it's one of those things that when you get to a place in your life and you look back and you wish you could tell stuff that you really wish you could tell your younger self. And we all have those moments at every stage in our lives. Even I distinctly remember being at 18, 19 and wishing I could tell my 16-year-old self, please do not do that. And I think that there's a lot in this that you can hear almost different versions of herself telling different versions of herself. If it feels like a trap, you're already in one. And I just love the hard-earned, hard-won wisdom of this, and that you also get the sense that she's still learning, and she's forgiving herself for still being in that place of still learning. And it's just beautiful, and I love it. And that's also probably going to be a tattoo at some point. Just Dear Reader. I'm also a writer, so anytime you get into the language of it all, it's just interesting. And I think that's something else about Taylor Swift that people are starting to, people really started giving her credit for that with folklore, and particularly Evermore. It's like, here's how to understand Evermore, here's a dictionary. She's such a master of the use of language, and this is just such a writer's song. And so Dear Reader is definitely on my list. Listen and cry.
I feel like that's a very underrated midnight song.
It is, definitely.
Yeah, I love that. That's a really, really great pick. Okay.
Now here's the question though, Nicole. If you got that as a surprise song at your show, would you want that or would it be too much for you?
I think they would. I think my friend Lucy, who I'll be with, is probably going to have to put me in a bucket and carry me out because well, if that pops up, it'll be done. Like I won't remember the rest of the con. I'll just be like, I'm done. End me. I won't recover. Like you won't hear from me. Like somebody else will have to be like, and Nicole was carried off to her home planet. Like it'll be done.
I feel like that's such a good way to put it. Like, there's so many surprise songs that I want, but there's also surprise songs that if I actually do get, I don't think I'm ever walking out of that stadium. Like, you're just gonna have to leave me there. Like, just
I'll put a little memorial plaque.
That was me the night that she did Death by a Thousand Cuts and Clean, because she did that in my hometown. So it's like in another Earth that would be the show that I would be going to. And then it was like I realized when I sat and I thought about it, I'm like, if I got those two songs together, I would be a puddle. Like I just would not exist as a human being anymore. So I was kind of thankful that, like, especially Clean, because like I picked it in 1989, so I can't talk about it, but like Clean is like has such a like large meaning for me that I would not survive hearing that live at all.
Clean is also on my list of songs, and if I were to hear it live, they would also be the plaque. Here lies Nicole.
Yeah.
Death by Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Cause of death. Put it on my death certificate.
That's way to die. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly.
Okay, so it's back to me, and I am now down to my last two picks. I want to say I feel like I kind of fucked myself picking Speak Now, because there's so many songs from Speak Now I would have wanted to draft. Like, Haunted was really high up on my list if I didn't get Speak Now, because that is just such like it's such a powerful song. I love it so much. But for my last two picks, I'm gonna go, this is hard actually. I feel like I'm gonna go to 1989, and I'm gonna do the classic Style. I feel like it's just such a, like, one of those songs that everyone will recognize if you play it as like, oh, this is Style. Like, it's just such like a classic song. It will always be like one of the just most iconic things ever, and it just gets me hyped every time, and I love it so much. So that's gonna be my 1989 pick of the day. For my final pick, I'm really, really torn. Because there's some I want to pick because I feel like they're like classic, but there's some I want to pick because they're like my favorite and like mean a lot to me. I think I am gonna go back to Lover, and I'm gonna pick The Archer. It's just one of those songs that just, it's one of those like full body chill songs for me.
Yeah.
And like just like the lyrics, it's just such like a subtle song, but it's just so powerful at the same time. Like I can't even describe to you like the emotions I have listening to that song. It's just incredible, and it's one of my favorite Lover tracks. So yeah, I'm gonna go.
I think with that one, it was kind of like what Nicole was saying earlier. Just that's a writer's song. Just flawless language in that song. It flows cohesively like a story. It's amazing.
Yeah, I would read an article based on the song.
Yeah.
Even like, and I know Nicole can support this reading, but like as a huge Green Arrow fan, like we literally have a Green Arrow shrine off to the screen. When I heard that song in 2019, I was like, oh my God. And then playing it for Chris, who was an even bigger Green Arrow fan, he had to like sit for 5 minutes and just process himself of like, thank you, Taylor, for writing this song specifically for me. But yeah, that is a beautiful song. It's so good.
I think every Green Arrow moment when it came out, it's like perfect intersection of our interests.
Yeah.
Shaking hand.
Yes.
It's like I keep seeing like the most gut-wrenching like TikTok edits using the Archer, and I saw one that like I actually had to take like a 20-minute like just sit down in the dark and just process my emotions when I saw one about Joel Miller from The Last of Us. And I just like, all of the Last of Us edits have been fucking destroying me, but like when it's Pedro and it's like the scenes of him crying, I'm just like, I cannot do this right now. You're using like one of the most emotional songs of my life over Joel Miller, like, you are wanting to kill me right now. I think I have tears in my eyes, like, thinking about the edit. Like, it's not even funny. It's just like ruined my life. But like, it's just so beautiful at the same time. I love it so much. So I'm very, very happy I got that pick. Yeah, it's a great song. I love Lover so much. I will never shut up about how much I love Lover. It's such a great album. So that's me done. But you guys still have one more song pick. So Nicole, what is your final pick of the night?
Since I picked Rep as my album, and therefore all of those treasures are off limits to me, in a perfect world, my final pick would be Look What You Made Me Do. I decided to pick the closest song to that I can find in the catalog, the reppiest song that is not on Rep, and I have to go with Vigilante Shit, which is also my theme song. So that song slaps. It just slaps. It's vengeance. It's taking no prisoners. It's taking everybody else prisoners. It's absolute justice. Like, Taylor for Batman. Thank you very much. Yes. Like, just if we ever need an anti-hero is great. Don't get me wrong. I love anti-hero. Anti-hero is my son's favorite song, which makes me very happy, mama. But Vigilante Shit it is legit. Like, no notes. I love that song. Love it.
Like, on your first listen of Midnights, like, when that line hit, it was just like, oh no. Like,
I'm not even gonna lie. The first track I went to, like, I'm looking at the track list, and I was like, Vigilante Shit.
What do you mean?
Press play.
And, like, CJ and I were saying, like, before the show started, of just, like, when you see that on tour, it completely changes everything. Like, you are not going to survive it, Nicole.
I am waiting to see that live. Like, I've seen video of it, and I'm like, oh, my bisexual.
None of the videos do it justice to being in the stadium.
Yeah.
I'm like, bisexual ass is not ready.
I wish it was a chair.
Yeah. My favorite thing is seeing, like, the queer women couples. I'll let Nicole go. But no, like, seeing the queer women couples where one of them is dressed as Taylor in the bodysuit and then the other one just wears a shirt with a chair on it. It's like, this is perfection. It's so good.
That's so good.
I'm like, I'm the danger. Yeah, when that the album came out, I'm like, immediately, and I'm just like, wake up, babe, my new theme song just dropped.
Such an iconic song. Yeah.
I just love that she's continuing the rep energy going forward. We really did get a new Taylor after Rep, and I'm here for it.
Oh yeah. That's a really, really great pick. It's definitely one of like a really hype song. I feel like it's just like like you're feeling yourself song. Like
If you ever need to get ready to just go whoop some ass, that's that song.
Oh yeah. I love that. Okay, CJ, you're down to your last pick. What are you going for?
Well, state the obvious. We all have toxic exes. So I'm going to throw it way, way back. And I'm going to draft Picture to Burn. I love that song. It has been my go-to karaoke song for so long. It's my childhood. I was singing that song since I was like in second grade. Like, it grew up with me. It's still one of my favorites. Every time we go to a karaoke bar, that's the first thing I put on that list. I just love it.
That's such like a classic, like, I love that.
When she re-records that one, in the weirdest way, it'll make me cry. Like, you wouldn't see yourself crying to Picture to Burn normally, but like, I will. I will be the exception, just because her voice is so different now.
Yeah. I feel like if she doesn't keep the country accent, I'm gonna be a bit disappointed.
I feel like
that has been a whole point of contention in our house of like she needs to do like a country version and a normal version of like every single song on debut.
Yeah, I didn't even think of it. Like that twang.
Yeah.
But I also want I want a rep style version of that song because I feel like that
that would be so much fun.
I also want like the country version of that song because that's all. There's a place for that. Like,
yes.
I feel like that's got to be her last re-record because that's the one that has the biggest mystery on it. Yeah. Like the intrigue that album will have when it's re-released will be crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not ready. It's just like the fact that's even gonna happen one day is like crazy.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, I will never be prepared. Well, Jenna, you have the last pick of the draft. This has been so much fun, and there's actually a lot of songs that I'm surprised haven't been drafted, but then I also look at this list and I'm like, I can see why that was drafted. But Jenna, you have the last pick. What is your final song?
All right, so what I'm picking kind of, it marries her country vibe, it marries where she is now as a songwriter and kind of the bite that she has from the Reputation era. It is a vault track, it is off of Red, it is I Bet You Think About Me. Music video for this is iconic. Like, Blake Lively directing this just knocked it out of the park. It might be like my favorite music video of hers by far. And it is just, it has so much just swagger and style and really intriguing songwriting. And it kind of like proves the vault track experiment is like this really beautiful thing, because we can get songs like this that she wrote at one point in her life, but then she brings in Aaron Dessner and Jack Antonoff and like makes it into something new. And I also just love anything that dunks on John Mayer, so we have to represent that here. But yeah, I love that song so much. I remember like when that was a surprise song, Lost, I like gasped. I was not prepared of like that could even be a contender, but it is just such a beautiful song. I love it.
In my eyes, that's like one of the most underrated songs. Like, I think that's gonna be on my Spotify Wrapped this year. Like, genuinely.
Yeah.
And it's really funny to me because me and one of my best friends, Lottie, we met at work, and one of the first things we bonded over was Taylor Swift. And we have like this cupboard at work, and it has this little sign on it that we drew on like maybe like one of the first days we ever like started becoming friends, and it's like a picture of Jake Gyllenhaal that she drew with like lines coming off him so that he smells, and there's a picture of a sofa and it's labeled $1 Million Couch, and then there's some shoes and they're organic shoes, and it's been there for like maybe 2 years now. Like, I'll have to find a picture and send it to you, or like when I go in tomorrow I'll send you a picture, because it's just like it looks so old and battered, but like the work has been through so much, but that is still standing. Like, no one has dared take it down because they know that if they do, they'll be in trouble. Like, it's just still there. And like every new like employee we get, we're like, what's that about? And I'm like, it's just part of the decor now, you know. Just you're just gonna have to deal with it. So that is such a solid pick, and I'm so glad someone picked that.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Well, that brings us to the end of our Taylor.
I am so.
There was nobody was like.
I know. I'm surprised. Like, I'm surprised.
I got everything I wanted. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Again, like I said, she has so many songs. Yeah. I feel like even statistically speaking, I feel like Cruel Summer was the one that it was like, if nobody picks this, I'm gonna pick that. But like everything else, I was like, I totally respect where everyone was going, and I wasn't gonna step on your toes. So yeah, this went perfectly.
There are so many songs too that I like are shocked or like still on the board. Like Would've, Could've, Should've, Dear John.
Oh yeah. Like would've, could've, if we'd gone to 6, would've, could've, should've would have been 6, because
Better Than Revenge.
Yeah.
Better than Mine. This Is Me Trying. Like so many songs.
We could have gone on for hours.
Yes.
We could have
the entirety of the Love Triangle songs, August, Cardigan, and Benny, all left undrafted.
Wow,
we could have done a deep dive into the entire Taylor thematic universe.
Well, in the future, whenever she announces her next re-recording, we're coming back and we're just going through her entire discography and just like breaking it all down. It'll be a 10-hour long episode, but we'll listen to it. And
song by song.
We should challenge ourselves to make our ultimate themed mix CD.
Ooh.
Give ourselves a set number of tracks, like whatever, like the longest
13.
original release of Taylor. Like 13. There you go. Perfect.
Oh yeah. And
challenge ourselves to make a theme. I love that you still have that on your hand. Because it's never coming off.
No.
And as someone who shares Taylor Swift's birthday, I appreciate that so much. But like, we should just make our own themed mix CDs and like talk about what our theme is and why we chose those songs.
That'd be so much fun.
That would be so cool. Another way
scheduling this in as we speak.
Up their own story, like, because there's so much there that we can dig into, like, especially once we get those dang Speak Now vault tracks. Because there's gonna be a whole new storytelling stuff.
I'm so excited. Also, the rumors that the song When Emma Falls in Love is about Emma Stone falling in love with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not ready.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Oh god. Well, okay, so I'll do a quick read through of everyone's teams just to like round everything off. So Jenna drafted 1989 as her album, and then her songs are Don't Blame Me, You're on Your Own Kid, The Last Great American Dynasty, Story of Us, and I Bet You Think About Me. Solid team. CJ drafted Folklore as his album, and then his songs were the All Too Well 10-minute version, Getaway Car, Tis a Damn Season, New Romantics, and Picture to Burn. Also a solid team. Nicole drafted Reputation as her album, and then the songs were You Belong With Me, Mirrorball, I Knew You Were Trouble, Goat version, Dear Rita, and Vigilante Ship. Also a solid team. And then my picks were Speak Now's my album, and my songs were Cruel Summer, Karma, Champagne Problems, Style, and The Archer. I feel like everyone has such a solid team. Like, I'm really scared for voting for this.
I have no idea who I would vote for. Like, if I came across this decision, I would have no clue which direction to go.
I feel like I would just refuse to vote and be like,
everybody wins.
Everybody
wins. We're gonna get 0 votes.
Yeah.
0 votes, no notes.
Yeah.
I think everyone is a winner
people
because
calls a goat version.
Because it's Taylor Swift. That's why everyone's a winner.
Everyone is a winner because Taylor Swift makes everyone a winner. That's it.
Yeah. All time.
Well, this was super fun. I'm so glad this idea came to life. Like, this was one of the first things we wanted to do. Like, as we were like scheduling for like July, we were like, we have to do a Taylor Swift draft and we have to have fun guests, and that's exactly what we did. But before we let you two go, it is July. It is Barbie month.
Yes!
We are entering pink territory. How do I even need to ask this question? How are we feeling? Like, what is going through your guys' brain right now?
Oh my god. My dear, on July 13th, it's hair day. And you know what?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
It's happening. The details on how much pink is happening are still being ironed out because the committee is thinking, are we going full Barbie or are we going Barbie but Taylor Swift lover vibes? So we could be keeping some of the blonde but doing it at the bottom but using Barbie pink rather than lover pink. But that I am on hype level 5,000 pink hair edition. Yeah. Also doing 31 days of Barbie facts. Mm-hmm. So
I've been loving those.
And I'm trying to go deep. Like, like, what is the weirdest Barbie fact that I can find? Oh my! This month is my entire personality has become Barbie's color. So
once that movie comes out, all my friends are gonna be so annoyed to even be in like a. I told my friends, they're like, "Can we go see the Barbie movie together?" I was like, "Yes." But if you're not wearing pink, I will send you home. Like
candles. I bought the Barbie pink nail polish. I got the Barbie lipsticks from NYX. I have the old Barbie ColourPop collection. I have the old Barbie collection that I've been hoarding forever, and like it's probably expired. I don't care. I'm using it anyway. I have a Barbie sweat. I'm scheming to get the Barbie roller skate bag because I absolutely do have it. I'm planning a Barbie road trip to the cafe in Chicago. What else am I doing for this? I'm trying to convince my friends in San Francisco that what I really need to do while we have a chance is find a tattoo artist out there to do the Ideas Live Forever tattoo, because that actually needs to happen before Taylor. I'm obsessed. I've loved Barbie my whole life. I actually collect Barbie. I'm one of those weird people who, for a period of time, collected Barbies on a very large scale. I have some very interesting collector Barbies. I even have Midge and Alan's fucking wedding set, okay? Like, complete with all, literally the big box set with everybody, the bridesmaids and all the crazy. Like, my parents in the closet have, like, it's wall-to-wall Barbies. Like, I've got I can tell you what outfits they're wearing and what was inspired by it. Like, this is my Super Bowl. That's the MCU. It's the Barbie cinematic universe for me.
I love it. The BCU. Jenna.
This is moment.
I'm like, literally our entire text chat with me and Nicole is just Taylor and Barbie. It is just us sending Barbie capitalism things back and forth of like, this Barbie thing is for sale, this Barbie thing is for sale. I'm definitely not on the Barbie knowledge level that Nicole is, but I am so excited for that movie. I'm just so excited.
My 25th birthday was celebrated with a Barbie cake that was made with icing to literally match the Barbie Pantone color.
Nice.
I love it.
God.
In a snowstorm, because I'm a December baby, and we faced down a blizzard, so I have my perfect Barbie day in Barbie. This is where I'm at in life. I've been waiting for this. This has been a long time coming. I'm ready.
That's so funny. And
seeing like Margot's outfit, the premieres too.
Oh my gosh!
Like how she did the Barbie outfit.
I know.
Like the whole thing, that the one Barbie my mom would never buy me. I'm gonna be on eBay tracking down a vintage one of those so hard. You have no idea. I'm gonna be at some grandma's garage sale digging through all I need it. I've learned
that Facebook Marketplace is the best for weird things like that because people do not know what they're worth and will put it on there for like $20.
I don't even. Just tell me old Barbies for $25. I don't care. I'll match them to their clothes. I know their makeup to their clothes. It's fine. I know them.
I love that. And like me and CJ are huge Barbie movie enjoyers already. Like there's already so many great Barbie movies out there. CJ, I'll start with you. What is your favorite existing Barbie movie?
Fashion Fairy Tale. She Goes to Paris. It's beautiful. Yeah. It's a great movie. I watched that movie. We had the DVD. It does not work anymore because of the amount of times I watched it as a kid. So that's just the one I grew up with, and that is my favorite. I don't know why I resonated with that story so well. I need to go back and rewatch it for sure before the Barbie movie comes out. But also honorable mention to Mermaidia too, because that one was also my shit.
Oh yeah,
like I love that one too.
That's a solid pick. Nicole, what's your favorite Barbie movie? If you can pick one.
He's already basically named it too, but I'm gonna go outside the movie and go even weirder. I have a favorite piece of Barbie media that's not a movie. It's the vintage books.
Yes.
Like from like the 50s and 60s. Like I've had those since I was a kid, and they're like these awesome. Like Barbie has a full book and a full life story, and they're crazy. And there's one that's like a bunch of little like one act plays. Like they're freaking great. I'll have to share the pictures on Twitter because like I was showing them to Jenna one. Like they're bonkers, and I freaking love them. Barbie's this whole full life, and like she goes on adventures, and like they're just so like wholesome, and she's so great, and like I want all of those turned into little animated movies.
I love that. I didn't know there were books. I really did not know that at all. You'll have to post some pictures because I'm actually really interested in those.
They're super fun.
That's so fun. Jenna, what's your favorite Barbie movie / piece of media?
So I am not as aware of the movies. Like I definitely saw them. I don't think I have a favorite, but I just looked it up. The Barbie Pet Rescue video game. It was like a game that I played on my PC. I played that so much, and the copy that I had always bugged at the same exact point, but I would still keep playing it every single time to get to that point because I just loved it so much. Like that game was my personality for like a solid year of elementary school.
You just unlocked something in me I didn't know I had. Oh my god. That's so funny. There's so many like iconic Barbie things, but I feel like I have a few favorites. Like I feel like the one I watched most as a kid was Barbie as Rapunzel for some reason. Like I really enjoyed that one. I also had like a 3D glasses version of Magic of Pegasus, which was like iconic for me in my household. And then like Princess and the Pauper I feel like is a classic. Like but they're so fun. I really want to go back and do like a marathon of them all if I can find them somewhere before the Barbie movie, but we'll see. Maybe we should have done a Barbie movie draft as well. Maybe that could be like a future plan after the movie.
Do a Barbie draft. Everybody bring their favorite Barbies.
Yeah.
It can be Nicole's show and tell, and we all draft.
Yes.
Here's the one that my mom had. She's missing an arm, but she's still fine. I actually have one of the OG Barbies, but she's missing an arm.
Oh, no.
I just remember,
but it just doesn't stay in the socket anymore.
All the Barbies me and my sister had as kids, we would do these like really complex, like almost as like a TV show, like stories with them.
Same.
And they would always die such a tragic death. Like we would pull their heads off.
My Barbies teamed up and murdered point. I was a very deranged small child, but Barbie murdered Ken because there were no boys in Barbie Land.
Girl power.
And I'm pretty sure that in retrospect, my parents probably like that should have explained a lot, but no, there were no boys in Barbie. So sorry. Goodbye. Goodbye.
That's so funny. I feel like a lot of Barbies ended up beheaded.
Yes.
Like, it's just you have to do it at some point.
It was a canon event for every Barbie.
Yeah.
My were always perfectly dressed and had perfect hair, and they were lovely, but at least 4 of them were homicidal, and 1 was the lawyer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's how it was.
Or like doing some tragic hair routine to your Barbie's hair. Like toothpaste or something. Like I feel like we all did that to our Barbies too.
And then just cut all the hair off eventually.
Yeah.
See, I think I might be the only kid that did not do it because my mom was always like, respect your toys, take care. And I was I've always been very type A, so it's like, the only problem is
I was the same.
The damn shoes. My mom I never had my because of damn shoes. But like my mom would like make them elaborate clothes because she sewed and she designed. So they always had these elaborate, gorgeous clothes that she would make special for them because Barbie clothes were expensive, still are. And so their hair was always really lovely. They never had marker stuff on them, but they never had shoes. They just never had shoes. No shoes.
Why did the shoes taste so good though? Like, was I the one that was like chewing on them?
I don't even have shoes. I don't know, but they had no shoes. I think they lost their jewelry at some point because I kept taking it out because I didn't like it. But yeah.
I'm so excited for July 21st. It's just going to be like such an iconic day of the world. I feel like the world's going to be a peace baby for once. It's just, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Twitter that day. Like, just seeing like everyone like coming out of Oppenheimer and going into Barbie is going to be like, everyone has to do it. It's going to be such an experience.
The way pop culture has already shifted for this Barbie movie, and it's not even out yet. Like, I already have made my plans for Halloween to be Ken in the roller skate outfit.
Nice.
Like, I cannot wait to see all the other Barbie movie Halloween costumes, because there's going to be so much potential that is given in this movie. I feel like we've only seen a taste of the outfits that are going to be in this movie, and I am so excited to see them all. It's going to be, like, eye candy.
Just so hyped to see, and this is very, like, simplified because obviously very like Barbie can be anyone, but I am just so excited for once to see the girl toy beat the boy toy at the box office. I'm so ready for the girls to win.
Yes.
And I realize that's very binary and very, but like I'm including everyone in this, but I'm waiting for pink to beat blue for a change.
Yeah.
Damn it. Like I'm just so ready. Toys over bombs.
Yes.
It's also like my 2 special interests are gonna be same day, and I'm just like, it's like Hollywood's giving me a present. So like my on the same day.
That day will go down in history. Like people will remember where they were on July 21st, 2023.
You really wanna know where I was July 21st.
It's just they're so different too. Like you're going to watch a movie about the creation of the nuclear bomb, and then to see a movie that takes place in Barbielandia. Like
maybe
they're so
need to wipe out the world and start over, and that life in plastic can be a fan.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And like the soundtrack for that film.
Let's start over.
Oh, the soundtrack's already like iconic. Yeah,
I'm not ready.
And the rumors that Taylor might be on it too, still coming.
Don't. I can't cope.
I saw a rumor that it might be Style Taylor's version too.
If it's Style,
I
will leave my body.
If that song starts playing in the middle of that movie, I will not remember the rest of the movie. Though.
No.
That's what I'm concerned about.
I'll also probably get kicked out of the cinema for my reaction.
What would you do if Harry's on that song too?
I almost need it not to happen because I want to see the movie and I want to know.
Yeah.
But I also need that to happen because I need that song forever married to my special interest. Like I need that. So like, help.
I feel like if Harry Styles is on Style Taylor's version, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like, I don't know actually. I feel like it would be really, really good, but
I feel like it would be really good. I just don't ever see it happening.
No.
Yeah.
I'd love it to. Give it to me. I don't know.
The AI edits of it sound amazing already, and it's AI. So, like, I can imagine what it sounds like real.
1989 Taylor's version is just gonna be
That's gonna
such an experience.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for it. But we will let Speak Now have her era. It comes out on July 7th. Speak Now Taylor's version. Stream it any way you can. Go and buy a copy if you can, because we love Taylor Swift. Everyone loves Taylor Swift. And yeah, this will conclude our Taylor Swift special episode. We did a really fun draft. Make sure you go and vote for which team you think will win, if you can even decide who you want to win this draft. Because
good luck.
I think everyone wins. I think we should just call it here. Everyone has won.
We all won.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations, everyone.
I'm so happy for everyone. We all win. But yeah, stream Speak Now Taylor's version. That's all I have to say. Thank you, Jenna and Nicole, so much for joining us. We knew you were the perfect guest for this show. Where can the people find you guys and your work?
Nicole, do you want to go first?
Go first. I'm making you go first.
Okay. It's at Hey It's Jenna Lynn on all social medias. Who knows if Twitter will even still be a thing by the time this episode's even out, but if it is out, follow me there on Twitter. I host Phase Zero, which is obviously, if you listen to the show, you're probably aware of Phase Zero. But we have new episodes every Wednesday about Marvel stuff, and I usually find a way to talk about Taylor in one way or another if the situation requires it.
And we will bring her up in chat too, if we can.
Yes. Yes, always. So, and yeah, and then I write stuff for comicbook.com. So just go there. You probably will see an article from me depending on what time of day. And yeah, that's all you need to know about where to find me.
As long as Twitter is not on fire, I am at Life Polaroid. You can find me most frequently on Instagram and TikTok at Hey There, It's Nikki. You can also find me at the Nicole Drum. I also write at comicbook.com, where I have been sneaking Taylor Swift lyrics into songs to articles since time immemorial. So read my stuff for Taylor Swift Easter eggs.
Oh my god, that is incredible. I feel like we need to start doing that, CJ. See who notices.
For one of my SmackDown reviews, I did do it.
Nice.
I did put Taylor Swift lyric in one of my SmackDown reviews, which is the most weirdest place for a wrestling fan to come across a Taylor Swift lyric. It's so funny. I love it so much.
It's always fun when someone's like, was that a Taylor Swift lyric? Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. Amazing. Well, CJ, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, I believe, at CJ_, where you can see all of my Eras Tour stuff, my fit. The vibes were really good. I have some videos of her performing, which were really fun. So definitely check those out if you're interested. You can find all of our stuff. Make sure you check out our new TikTok page, the Fandom Academy TikTok page. We have a lot of fun stuff up there, clips from the show. Hopefully some more original content coming soon. It'll be a lot of fun. So you can find me there.
Amazing. You can find Jaden, our other co-host, everywhere at Jaden CM Duran. He couldn't make it today. He wasn't feeling too good, but I was intimidated by his picks anyway, so that's fine. You can find me anywhere at FalconsNat. If Twitter's still alive, that's where I'm usually at the most. Definitely check out our TikTok. I have a really fun giveaway that I'm going to post tomorrow, which is Taylor Swift themed. Give it a little tease. I'm going to be giving away a vinyl. So definitely go and check that out. It's going to be really fun. And we're going to have so much Taylor Swift content coming to the page now from clips from this episode. And also when Speak Now Taylor's version comes out, maybe we'll try to get some reactions out. It'll be fun. Taylor Swift is so powerful. We love her so much. Stream Speak Now Taylor's version. I feel like that's everything. Make sure you check out all the other podcasts under the Agents of Fandom network, and check out agentsofandom.com, where all of our work is. And yeah, Jenna and Nicole, thank you so much again for joining us. This was so fun. I'm so glad we pulled this off. And yeah, we will see you next week for another episode of Fandom Academy. Goodbye.
Fuck you, John Mayer.
Fuck you.